game and I thought our save would save,
Actually, yeah, it should have.
but it didn't. So we have to
That's
use a
good.
save state, which means we're gonna have to go back to before we beat Bowser.
Well, I'll tell you what, should we just do a normal playthrough there in that case?
Yeah, I don't mind doing that. I just need to quickly do something.
I don't understand. I would have thought it would have saved right up.
Yeah, it did before I knocked it off, but I should have save stated it.
No, but I mean, you wouldn't have had to have save states, I wouldn't have thought.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought either. But there you go. Goes to show
I've been
how
playing
wrong we
around
are.
with the shader options on this as well. I've got the scanline option looking pretty much as bright as it does without the scan, like as the normal mode. So I'm quite happy with that because scanlines do darken the image a bit. I've kind of increased gamma and stuff like that.
Ah, nice. There you go, and we'll do another one. Hopefully it'll run as smooth as it was earlier.
Yeah.
Also, you're anonymous now, not Jazzin.
Yeah, I think that's just weirdness with changing over on Retro Arch.
Janice!
Oh wait, so we are doing a new playthrough?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so I'm hoping that reduced input lag will help us out a bit, because there's obviously a bit of latency. Oh wait, hold on. Well, okay, this is being weird.
Wow.
Wait, can you control it?
Yeah, it's me controlling it.
Wow, okay, this is just sort of jumping between several points.
The update broken net play, or is the latency thing broken net play?
Well, okay, the thing is, I think I'm player 1 as well, because I can control Mario.
Not on my screen, you can't.
Oh, that's really weird.
Ah, you paused it!
Yeah, I can on my own. Hold on, if I try leaving the,
Gotcha.
should have known something would break. Okay, I've joined as player 2, and it seems to be running alright now, so...
Alright, sweet. This. There you go. No. If it's broken, Jasmine broke it. We got it running smoothly on the other RetroArch version.
How about we be adults about this instead of children pointing fingers?
I'm being an adult.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I am. I'm not pointing the finger. I'm just telling you how it is. I'm a matter-of-fact kind of guy.
Are you?
Well, I want to be.
You're welcome for the help, by the way. I'm setting that thing up.
Thank you. Feels a bit different to earlier. It doesn't feel as wonky, the controls.
But that's the input.
Maybe it's because I'm used to playing it from earlier. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Why is he jumping all over the place?
Oh, is it being weird though?
Yeah, it's like for you, it's like
I am a god.
I am a god. Yeah, I'm not a god, but it's because the god. Yeah, when you jump in, it's like skipping.
Hello.
Yeah, it's like you jump, and then you just appear in the air. You don't actually travel the air, like you just teleport.
I was having that on your end, though. I think possibly even worse than how you're describing it. Maybe we should. Well, I'd say what, maybe that frame thing. Maybe we'll try and turn it back to 1. So I wonder if there's some weirdness going on there, and then maybe just turn it off if it's still having problems.
Return of lag. I know.
This does feel a lot better. Oh, I don't think I noticed that. He kind of.
Yeah, he goes on his knees.
Yeah. I feel like that would chafe quite a lot. Yeah. It's weird because it's absolutely fine on my end. I guess there's maybe maybe it desyncs. I mean, that feature has just been added, the input lag thing, so maybe there's a...
What I'll do is one sec. Boom. Boom.
Boom.
Boom, 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 boom. Right, try it again now, man.
Well, it's your turn anyway.
Yeah, but you need to join.
Oh, I see. All right. I didn't realize I disconnected. Yeah, okay. I think it's doing... Wow, yeah.
Alright for one person, but it's not right for the other person, like,
Yeah.
watch. It might be the frame thing you just did. It may be that it's just the updated RetroArch NetPlay isn't as good somehow.
Well, I'm just wondering maybe it's not ideal for NetPlay. It's a shame because it does feel better. Apparently people were syncing that up with CR2, like somehow, and it just feels like you're jumping before you even press the button on that, apparently. It's just so, like, just no delay on that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It is quite a CPU heavy fit apparently, so it's
Yeah.
probably not ideal for later systems yet. Okay, so let's try one. I suspect we'll probably have to turn it off entirely, but we'll try one frame just to see if that. So I'm going to pause it on my end. Yeah, you can do it on yours as well. Just go back to second tab, latency, second option up from the bottom. Just change that to number of frames to run ahead 1. See if that's better. Like I say, I reckon we'll probably just have to turn it off entirely.
Was it second tab, latency, 1?
So yeah, latency, second option up from the bottom, number of frames to run ahead 1. Well done.
Yep. No, not moving.
I think I just disconnected there.
Oh, it seems to be running smoothly now. How does it feel though?
It's now running choppily on my end.
We broke it, guys.
I'm excited about this.
Well, it needs to get sorted because people who want to use it, you know.
This is true.
I was like, Grum, if you can't do clips, you can't do clips, man.
Yeah, I think we'll just have to turn this off entirely.
Yeah, it doesn't feel as smooth either, no. Might just be in my head though, now I've changed something.
Well, do you want to pause it and change it now or until you first level?
No.
Look at that. So yeah, just same option, second tab, latency, second option up from the bottom.
Off.
No, sorry, further option up. Yeah, run ahead to reduce latency.
Hey,
Change
done
that
it.
to off. Okay, go
Ready?
now.
Yep.
Yep. Is it alright on your end?
Yeah.
It's jumpy kazoo on my end, but I wonder if maybe I should leave the room and come back.
Yeah, do that, man.
Can I do that without it interrupting you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't you just press exit and maybe exit RetroArch altogether?
Yeah, I might do that actually.
But see if it works fine first as you've already joined. How's it now?
I wasn't fine that time, so I'm exiting Retro Arch, as you suggested.
Yeah, I like doing the highlight reel, but if it comes to it and there's not enough content for 1 month, I'll just do 2 months worth or something.
Yeah, that's fine now.
Maybe if we have to change in a setting, if we quit out and got started, it'd been fine, but fuck it, it's fine now, so that'll do.
Yeah.
Seems alright for single player, but then again, if we both quit out and rejoin, it might be fine.
Well, the thing is that we started off like that, didn't we? With
Yeah, but if we like, what I mean is if we start RetroArch and change it, and then exit RetroArch and then start it again, like you wouldn't have needed to, but maybe I should have.
Right.
Did I say Kazoo? I don't think I said Kazoo.
Oh, this feels worse. I'll make do. Hell, I beat it like this earlier. But yeah, maybe we'll try what you suggested, like maybe next time before we start streaming.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just keep it as it is for now. But yeah, I'm excited about that for single player stuff. It's kind of making me want to stream more. As I say, it might be the push I needed to finally get some other free.
Yeah.
A few others.
If you want to grab clips, that'd be fine by me. I don't do it myself because I hate listening to my own voice.
Well, everyone hates their own voice.
I grew accustomed to it when I used to do me stuff back in college, but then after that, didn't do anything for years, and then after starting streaming, it's just like, ugh, do I have to listen to myself?
What media stuff did you do in college?
I was doing music and film stuff.
Hmm. Did they make you watch Citizen Kane?
No, I've never seen Citizen.
No, it's actually really good. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. I was really impressed with it.
Is it as good as people make out though, where they say like the best film ever? Or,
oh,
it's no Citizen Kane of video games.
It is funny because like, as long as The Last of Us came out, people say it's the Citizen Kane of games. It's like, you absolute hack. That's the hackiest fucking comparison. Like that's. It's like
people use that for a lot of things, not just.
It's so hack, and it's so loaded as well because that was such a. It was like, do you mean the quality of the film now, or like its influence, or it's? There's a lot to unpack there, but even if you take the influential aspect of the film, it's still a great story of a man's hubris and all that interesting. I was really impressed with it. It still holds up, I felt. What you saying, sorry?
Sort of brother-in-law. He's like my missus' husband. He recently started The Last of Us, thinking about it, and he said he'd really enjoyed it. And he said, spoilers. He was saying you need to press save and continue on. He was saying that he was really shocked at the beginning of it with the death of Joel's daughter and all that sort of stuff.
I saw that cover, but it was still sad.
Yeah. They were supposed to have found it really hard to act.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a really funny
motion captured, so they had to act it out.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a really funny behind-the-scenes motion capture from that, where I forget. It's one of the actors just spontaneously starts singing, just as kind of a gag, and then the other one carries it on, like completely in character still, and they just have like a little a cappella going on.
That's
like
cool.
In the middle of this really, yeah, it's really fun. It's quite cute.
The thing in here, the secret level, or we just carry on with normal levels for now, would it?
Yeah, perhaps
secret thing, because otherwise you'll just go fight Bowser again.
Of all the games you have to play through again, this is far from the.
No! I was too busy trying to get Yoshi. I should have went and got my flower instead. Guys, if you want to get clips, that would be awesome because I do need.
I don't think I knew that. I don't think I knew that Matt didn't like The Last of Us.
Matt doesn't like anything that's popular.
Alright, I wouldn't say that.
His favourite film is Super Mario Brothers, though.
Damn it, Teds!
I mean,
I jest, of course. But no, it's as I was saying to the guy, sorry. If you want to grab clips, that would be awesome because like I don't want to. But you really don't have to if you don't want to. It's entirely up to you. It's not like I'm giving you any money to do it.
I was gonna say we better be paying people. Oh shit, unions are gonna be on us.
To be honest, if I was actually earning money through the stream, and then I was like, I could afford, if I was earning proper money, like instead of nothing, then I would like, oh, here you go, because I'm earning some money. Here's a bit of money, because you do these clips, and I would do that. Like with Jawa, I've offered him money for like the artwork stuff you've done me, but he always refuses and says, no, I enjoy your streams, don't need to do it. And I'm like,
That's it.
earned it, like.
Yeah, he clearly works hard on those.
He does, and it's like he just won't give me his PayPal. So I can't
Son
do
of a
anything about it.
monster.
It is. I
Well,
think it's
skill
fair,
abuse
but he
that part,
reckons,
isn't
you know,
it?
because the entertainment I give him is worth it, but at the same time,
Oh,
you know,
God
I
bless
feel like
Jawa.
oh, what's it called when you rob from the old people?
From the old one. Exploitative? I don't know.
I feel like I'm being a bit of a cheap ass, like, you know, but I can't force him to give me his deals.
Sure.
Ah, thanks, Grum. See, Grum's the same. He's like saying no.
Uh-huh.
No, I enjoy doing it. Did he? The Jaws great. I'd have done the same if I had more money, but I think I'm actually I'm going off for rent at the moment.
Oh no.
My
You're right. You're right, man. So.
Yeah, it'd be fine. Get more money. Oh, this level again? Why did I have to be on this level?
Yeah, I was thinking that. I don't think I didn't play it once because by this point I was going on the weird secret route.
Fine with his dimension, he won't remember.
Oh. For well, I'd assumed the cut remarks like that were from Matt, but there's been enough of them from Grum now that I'm gonna expect them from him too.
I don't think anyone. I don't think there's a single person in the stream or involved in the stream in some way who hasn't said something about Jawa and his age.
I'm pretty sure.
I tried. Fuck.
So,
I jumped and then pressed the button to do the spin. Spin thingy. Spin attack.
Yeah. The other thing with the Game Boy Advance version of Mario World compared to this, it's if you take a hit as Cape or Fire Mario, you go back to Large Mario.
Yeah, in this you just go straight down to Little Mario.
Yeah.
You have made me evil. Who, Matt or me? I haven't made anyone evil. I'm a nice guy. As Jasmine's met me in real life.
Coward in the corner from you in real. No, actually, you weren't very nice.
Coward in the corner. We weren't playing
Actually,
Fortnite at the time.
That might say more about me than you, actually. Right. I know we're doing fairly straightforward runs, but we might as well.
Yeah, go grab it.
We're gonna want this, aren't we?
Nice. I think he's about 44. He's in his 40s, so he's not very old at all.
Oh. I can't remember if that was the boss the Boo boss. I think that's the.
That's the other castle.
Yeah.
Be honest, Janice, did he beat you?
Oh. Surprisingly.
Sorry, did you say 44,000 pets? No, I think I said 44. I could be wrong though. I'm not sure how old he is. I'm sure he's about 44 though. Could be wrong. Might be 45. He's about 10 years older than me when me Garrett, me Grum and Matt. That's awful. How far it goes. I thought he was talked about in the Bible. Oh, that door. I went through that door. I go through that door? Ah, I remember. I remember. Weird, now you gotta go through here. And there. That's the normal entrance. Done. 26 points are all for me. I still prefer the star flower mushroom thing at the end of Super Mario Bros.
It is funny how they kind of put that back as a formality in Mario Maker because there was no point to it really, was there? But it would have felt weird without it, so I get why they did that. Turn that plane's free. That's the track that made it back in Mario Kart 8. No, it's obviously not this.
Hey, look, you can fly.
Oh.
I
Hey.
believe I can fly. I want to see Luigi singing that.
As long as he doesn't take other traits of R. Kelly, we're good.
Anything about R. Kelly or
He's a bit of a scandal monster for a reason. We'll get into it, yeah. I can't remember. Was it you who said you hadn't seen Space Jam?
Nope.
That does seem like it would be appropriate for our.
I liked Space Jam.
No, I thought you said you. No, you have seen it then.
Yeah.
Ah, right. Okay, yeah.
Haha. 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 Yay!
Ah! Oh, you're ruined both ways?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
What are those things calling up fuzzies?
Yeah, I was trying to think of that because I think, well, no, because there's the Tuts Fuzzy Get Dizzy level in Yoshi's Island, and the fuzzies in that aren't that. They're like, what do you call them? They look like cotton balls in there.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe there's white fuzzies and black fuzzies?
Let's look this up. This is going to annoy me when I see it if we're wrong on that. So I shouldn't know that. Actually, it said at the end of the credits where we beat us earlier.
Yeah, but
Oh, no, they are called fuzzies.
Yeah, see?
Maybe that was like the prehistoric version of them in Yoshi's Island. The Mario Universe being officially Darwin endorsed.
I hate Super Mario Bros. Movie. That actually is the worst. For me, it's been the worst thing we've watched. Actually, made me feel down. Like
That really brought you down.
yeah.
Did you not know it was bad, Coda?
I knew it was bad because,
I
like I
joke,
said, I
joke.
watched it the other day. But I think that's probably why it felt so much worse to watch again. Like I get the whole thing of watching things in advance. You can say a couple of things and have a bit more to say about it, I suppose, and you can bring up certain points at certain parts of the movie and shit like that. But fuck me, no, it's Super Mario Bros.
Trust the fungus beds. Trust the fungus.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
There might be a match there somewhere. Probably not fire flowers, but. Hey!
Yum. That's fucking awful. I didn't even look at the middle, I just started hitting them. That was the worst thing about that. And I was like, oh fuck, I need stars. What am I doing?
Matt says it was so bad, it was the most funny ad so far.
Oh, it just made me, it just really put me on a downer. Watching it.
Oh no.
I actually said to Jasm in Steam, he wasn't around, I just sent it to him for when he came online, because, you know, he comes online at random intervals or something. I was like, I can't wait to watch Pixels to make me feel a bit happier. Pixels!
I was so just like, monkey's paw, my friend. Oh my god. Oh, that's gonna be a crock of shit, isn't it?
And anyone who's seen Pixels is gonna be utterly fucking baffled by that statement. Oh, you lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah, that. I'm okay with that. It is funny because now that we we played with better input lag earlier, I've noticed it here, but I think at the same time you do kind of adjust. Yeah, it's still perhaps not quite as ideal, but like you kind of subconsciously take it into account. It's gonna help. I remember one of my favourite Mario Maker levels from the G-Arcade tournaments, well not tournaments, competitions, was what Matt did when we had the bosses theme. He had like a really, I think it was, yeah, it was the Mario World one.
I think my favourite was the level, I can't remember it exactly, it was like, the person who made it thought it was a boss level, but it really wasn't. It had a Magic Cooper at the end or something.
I know that's where that was going. I remember that didn't write that week points.
It did really well considering it should have
It's
been
just like just a bit of
bad.
minor controversy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
like
the thing
Matt's
though,
was
I've
quite...
seen like a few of like OSC's levels. They fucking really well made, really good levels. But some of them don't follow the rules as strictly. It's like you need to do this kind of thing, and it's like very little of that. He does all like puzzle stuff instead, and it's like really good stuff. But it doesn't really conform to his guidelines. Really?
But well, it's I imagine there's a bit of wiggle room for stuff like that.
Yeah,
especially
Chiggy seems to be quite lenient this time around. He wasn't on the first fucking one, I tell you that.
Did you see how I died, by the way?
Yeah, you got squished.
Well, the thing is, I died because I was messing around, basically, because I did a crouch jump up there, and that was fine. And just for variety, I did a spin jump, and that was enough for it to get me squashed. Figure that one out.
Bum. Ah!
So.
Mario just seems a lot more slidey.
Mhm.
I'm not saying compared to Luigi, I'm just saying that I remember.
You mean compared to Mario 3?
I didn't notice it as much when I was playing it with the lame frame lag, so either in my head or there's a noticeable difference.
I'd recommend turn that on for any single, like, well, I mean, not that Mega Man Battle Network game probably desperately needs it, but still be worth trying out for that.
I help against certain fights, so I have to move fucking quickly to get stuff getting hit by attacks.
It is fairly it's kind of action and turn based from what I gather. Is that accurate?
It's not turn based, no.
Oh, it's not really. Okay.
No, you. Ah, shit. You. Fuck! I'm trying to think how to describe it. It's not turn based, but it is like. There is a bar that fills up so you can use your special attacks then. but
I see.
the enemies could just use them as much as they fucking like.
I'm trying to think. I've played something like that. I'm trying to think. What am I thinking of? Though? I'm not sure.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Nah. A lot of Mario bosses you could just kind of choose like that, isn't there? Like all the boomer fights in Mario 3. Just
Or you can just get a firefly and go pew 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 pew, dead.
Mhm.
Ooh, let's see how I blow this up.
Oh, we saw this one earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Smash, smash, smash. Morton Cooper Jr. See, if that's translated correctly, then King Koopa, his real name is Morton. Morton Cooper.
You're trying to get knee deep in on this, aren't you?
That's just my 2 cents.
Well, there was that. What was that kind of wordless interview that was done with Miyamoto where he was doing like a lot of gesticulating?
Oh, the one where they said who is Bowser Jr.'s mother, and he basically pointed at himself.
Yeah. So is that the official words on that?
Seems that way.
I mean,
He also confirmed the Super Mario Bros. 3 is actually a play,
Oh yes.
which a lot of people speculated anyway.
Yeah, that's like the one fan theory that doesn't annoy me. It's like, yeah, no, that's pretty much, yeah, seems alright. Well, okay, annoy's a strong word, but
I was gonna say annoy.
well, people are like, that's the way a lot of them have words in as well. They get really hyperbolic and shit. That's, I don't know. I get very cynical, I guess. But it's
Jan,
also
is
like
you not
people,
narrating? What do you mean is Jan is not narrating? Narrating what?
can they not hear me?
Should be able to. You're popping up on the OBS. Good thing.
Hmm. Should I go secret exit or what do you reckon?
Over the secret room.
Maybe we'll let chat decide that sometimes.
Matt can hear him. You?
Hmm.
Matt can hear him. You?
So, the bits of text.
Oh, because in some of the games you read out loud what was being said.
I didn't realize. I assumed everyone found that annoying. I'll do it if you want. With inappropriate inflections, because I have the sense of humor of a child. But yes, I will do that, Graham.
It's like no one disagrees.
It didn't even occur to me to do it. Yeah. So.
Oh, I want to get rid of my Yoshi.
I tell you what, I probably wouldn't do that.
I'd rather stab him with a knife.
You wouldn't, because you're not evil lady from the movie.
Ah! I'm okay.
Did they ever say a name?
Yeah,
Probably
something like
was.
Trish or something.
Was
No, I don't think it was Trish, but it was something normal. Gertrude, I think.
It's, oh my god, you clipped those. Oh no, there's probably a bad Goofy impression for me while those clips are. God, no one's blame me for that.
Go on, they haven't made it into the highlight reels.
If that's not a vouch for their quality, I don't know what is.
Get up, you fuck!
Yeah, I'm not understanding that. Yeah, that's weird. Not used to bits of. Yeah, what the hell? That's very strange.
Okay.
Oh!
Something didn't spawn in.
Wow! I've never seen that in this. Wow, that's so strange. See, I'm wondering, like, because maybe
I
that
went
is
too
a-
high!
was wondering if like maybe there was a weird net play. No.
Oh shit, Garrett, can you do exclamation mark title and then come up with a title just to see if it works? Because I forgot to do it myself for one, and for two, last time you tried it didn't work, so I wanted to see if it would this time.
This is scrolling. Yep. No, that's the next one. I think.
Which level I'm avoiding.
Well, it's funny because we've just kind of unlocked an alternate route to the next part.
Yeah, that would be a good idea actually. Jasm narrates part 1, and then you can do the cutscenes from games that have narration. I like that idea, Garrett.
Oh my, that could be very cringeworthy. We'll try.
Oh, I miss my phone, man.
Did you keep like going to reach for it when it's not there?
No, I just sit here looking at they disappointed.
I feel like I thought there was a higher, like whenever you get hit in games, there's a period of invincibility. It seems really short on this.
Yeah, invincibility frames.
Yeah,
iframes,
yeah,
is it called?
iframes, yeah.
Sometimes I use those bad boys to my advantage.
Tom.
Oh my god, look, it says Nike on their shoes! Oh wait, that's just wrong. So much product placement in that film.
The Evian bottle still confounds me.
So yeah, the Evian bottle that I didn't even realise had Evian on it. Because I didn't even notice.
It's one of those things, like, over time you kind of start to, especially when people point it
Look at
out.
a weird coloured switch. Why is it slowing down all of a sudden?
Yeah, that's weird.
Got rid of it after you killed all those enemies. Maybe we need to see if that thing is still turned on, the settings for that we had before for lots of sprites.
Well, the thing is, though, it's, oh, I see. Well, no, that was for NES, though, wasn't it? Not for SNES.
Yeah, we'll see if we can do it for SNES. That was Reebok, was it? I can't remember. I just remember being shit.
Well, it's actually, the slowdown now, I assume that was...
Exclamation mark
something
title.
new. I wanted to do mushroom, but that'll do.
Mushroom, 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 mushroom.
Oh, snake! Ugh. Okay, grab a drink. This works really well as like a streaming that play sort of thing, doesn't it? The 2-player mode on these. It's a good little dynamic. Anyway, yeah, be alright.
No, it didn't seem to work. The thing that annoys me is it worked for Xanthem, so it should work exactly the same for you. You've got the exact same privileges with the bot. Matt, you try it.
Have you still not picked a level?
I went to get thingamajiggers.
Oh, clever. Oh, I forgot we opened that.
Oh yeah, wait it. I want to try something. Yeah. Oh, I can't eat them.
Oh, that's Japanese version only. It's one of the oddest cases of censorship in the history of the medium right there. You can't eat the dolphins.
Maybe it wasn't censorship, but maybe it was like because they meant to. I don't know.
Well, actually, to be fair, I've heard it speculated, yeah, because some people have said, well, that's kind of annoying, really. There's no reason to do that.
Yeah, accidentally eating the platforms that help you get through the water, like.
Exactly, yeah, so maybe a bit column A, column B.
it doesn't work for Matt, then there's something wrong with the bot and I need to spank it.
So you need to spank it. Oh my. That's strange. Yeah, I think I'm really coming to like Retroarch. It's a horrible pain to figure out a lot of the time, but
When it works well.
yeah, the thing is, I like to have I just like to have loads of options to play these kind of games. Like I tend to be annoyed at the like with official re-releases, you don't get that many video filters or things like that. While it's a pain to try and figure them all out on this, it's like I've got this looking exactly how I want Metro games to look now, just a slight bit of scan line on there, but brightened up as well to compensate for that.
Yeah, you have to let me know how to do that.
Yeah, I'll
I'll have a look in. If I don't like, I'll just remove it down.
Yeah, well, you're pretty happy with this. To be fair, the scan lines look good on your stream, from what I can tell. It might, as I say, it might be worth seeing if you can brighten them up a bit. So it's because what I've been doing is I've been changing the brightness options, then turn the shader off to see how it compares to that in terms of brightness. So try to get it to that point while still having the scan lines on. It's a worthwhile pursuit. It's pretty cool. This is sunk on the castle.
1 second, let me pause.
Okay, though. Matt, I would do horrible things to see Super Mario Bros. The movie, the game, like with digitized actors. That would be absolutely wonderful. Thank Christ it ain't the movie.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working on my end either. It's not title. I wish I knew how I could check to make sure. Hang on. Should give you a warning beforehand, really. Be quick, because the floor starts to go.
Oh, wow. I was feeling pretty good about that.
No,
That
that's...
stands. Well, that was inevitable, Graham. Super Mario Brothers, the movie, the game, that was the quote. Yeah, that stands, Graham. The very last one.
Right, so game has been kind of upped is there. So what's title then? Maybe it's not title. Maybe it is status. No, tried status.
This is like what we were talking about with Retroarch, isn't there? Like a load of cool options with chatbot, but it's pretty unwieldy at times. Am I? Oh God, Graham.
Status.
That's a lot of pressure.
Status seemed to work for me. What? How did you not die? Dry bones fish thing?
Actually, yeah, not sure what those are called. Oh no, I think they have come back in the new Super Mario games.
Yeah, I think there's different types. There's ones that swim around, and there's ones that lock on and zone in on them.
Yeah,
Well, they
that's
lock on
right.
and dart in that direction. They don't.
Yeah, I remember now,
They're a pain in the ass.
yeah.
Super Mario, Super Mario, Super Mario. What?
That's a weird cartoon, isn't it? Like all the cavemen.
Mother. That wasn't the way to go, man. Why are the forms not drowning? Again, why is Mario not drowning? Mother.
Again, that's a difference between exploration Mario and classic linear Mario, isn't it? Like in the exploration ones, there's always a air meter, or like you go for your actual health. But in the linear ones, including 3D Land and World, you just swim indefinitely.
Ah.
Way, well done. Nice. Question: do you think they're named Reznor after Trent Reznor?
Yes.
Was there a Nine Inch Nails fan somewhere in the
Yes.
depths of 1990 Nintendo?
I do believe so. Yes.
I love his music on Quake. Great soundtracks for those.
Pretty sure there's an enemy called Trent in you. It's not. Not that I'm aware of.
What was that?
So I'm sure there's an enemy in you called Trent.
You have to settle for Rip Fanfish.
Yeah, Rip Van Fish. It's like, what the hell? Is that like a piss take of Dick Van Dyke?
I think. I've referenced some Did You Know gaming videos with some of these things. I think that might be. They might have explained that in one of those. Hey!
I don't get why the status thing isn't working for Garrett. Getting really annoyed. I need to check that. Maybe the sort of setting that I've not done right for Garrett that I've done for Xanthem. But when I was looking at my moderation and editor stuff.
This is like my
You do it in chat. Type exclamation mark status and then just make up a title. Mario Brothers touching Yoshi's butt. Did you know Mario punches Yoshi in the head?
I think they do actually address that in one, yeah. It's not like Luigi do it. See that? No, hold on. I know that looks like he's pointing to me. Like, it looks like there's a finger out there, like a pixel or two.
He's punching him in the head. Right, so it worked for Matt. Why is it not working for Garrett then? I don't get it.
Ah!
Ow!
Oh. Sorry.
Ow, my fucking ears!
Oh. God. That was such a clean playthrough of that level. I just... Oh. Yeah, I sounded like you, and then like Matt. Oh god, Garrett, you're playing that up. You are right.
Bum 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 bala bum bum. Punch him in the head. Oh, mine
Oh,
just
you're
looks like
true.
he's giving him a thump in the head.
Yeah, it looks at Luigi looks like there's a finger pointing out of Luigi there.
Oh, mother. Can I love?
I'm saying pets go change.
What? I can't hear because my ears are ringing. Garrett is now deaf. Can't
Oh,
respond to you.
it's the risk of watching our streams.
Well, Jasm at least. I'm never
Yeah,
loud.
you're never left. Whoa, bit of skipping there. Yeah, Luigi has never jumped like that before since this, has he? That weird.
Ben pooped himself.
That's unfortunate.
But seriously, ow my ears.
was, it,
Ow my ears.
was
Is
it,
actually
was
what he
it really
said.
that? Was it really that loud?
Oh yeah, it was loud.
I do apologise.
Don't apologise to me. Okay. That was funny.
Apologise to Garrett, is it? Oh, that did sting. It's not often like, you get an auto-scrolling stage like this. God, the Yoshi coins are really awkwardly placed on this one. Yeah, like when you get an auto-scrolling stage, it doesn't usually like speed up, slow down like this one does. Quite interesting. Be cool if you could make levels like that in Mario Maker.
Woo. Hey, look, we're on like way to Castle 4, so we've skipped Castle 3. Jasm. Your cape.
Wait, sorry, what?
Skipped Castle 3.
Well, we can go back for it.
Back, cape person. Oh my god.
So it's probably more interesting anyway if we take different routes. So maybe you continue to do these part bridge ones, I'll go back and do the cave. You can go to the Forest of Illusion.
You know what I mean by the cape is just OP?
It's really good on this level.
It's just OP!
Although,
You just
I
do that
think-
through half the levels.
it's just the... No, it's not this one. Also the level where you have to dive under the exit and go back up. That's the one on the bridge below where we are. Okay, so I'll go back this way. I think there's a Switch Palace in the bottom right corner there as well, so be good for us to get that. Ugh.
But yeah, episodes 1 and 2 of Pugstick Reviews is out. Episode 3 and 4 are scheduled for release Sunday and Sunday after. Need to record 5, and then we've got 6 episodes ready or released.
Oh.
And then we'll just do whatever then. And hopefully we'll move away from video game films. Like the plan was to move away from video game films after the 4th film. I was like, we should watch Pixels because it's like an amalgamation of video games.
It's the ultimate end goal. It's what we
But
were
then
building
I
towards.
wanted to watch a film and I didn't know what to watch. I was like, your fault, you want to Doom?
Mhm. That was not worth it.
You plonker.
I wanted my one up.
Yes. Quite so. You died getting it. Made no sense.
So we to critique every single failing you have on your playthrough.
Yeah. The only way I'll improve.
Very well, constructive criticism.
Now what I'm doing?
Yeah, I suppose a bit of a snark to it.
I'm a nice guy. Ah!
Mhm.
Come all the way down? Probably does, don't I? Shit. Shit! Go through the door, Mario.
Yeah, especially if it's a good film we haven't seen before, Grab. I might be more inclined just to watch it as opposed to talk during it.
Wreck-It Ralph would be cool, but
Ooh, that would be a good one.
that's what
When's
Rob
the
just
second
mentioned.
one? When's the second one out? Black Ops 4 is like Overwatch, Garrett.
I'm above him! I should have bonked him on the head. Shenanigans.
So like it'll have different classes you can pick, like Overwatch. Yeah, that was a bit hopeless.
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything, but
You snarky asshole. Where's this coming from tonight? Be nice. I can't be fucked to try and sass back, so please be nice.
You were the one who said it was hopeless, not me.
I meant to agree.
I wasn't gonna lie to you. What's worse, agreeing or lying?
Yeah. You're the worst thing you can do to an artist is say their work is good when it's bad, sort of person, you've heard.
Yes. Yes.
Sure.
No, it would be good to watch a good film every now and again and just see how it would work and the dynamic would work and so on and so forth. What film we should watch as a good film to start, I don't know.
It was funny when I was testing out shaders earlier. I was like, okay, just find a generic SNES game to test them out on. I picked Chuck Rock of all games. It's not amazing. It's actually what I had on my Acorn computer, so it's vaguely nostalgic.
You would pick something like a real good feast for the eyes.
I mean, the art style's not amazing, but technically it's an alright looking game for the time.
What game came out really late in the SNES life cycle that was?
You know the Secrets of Mana sequel we never got, Seiken Densetsu 3? Every screenshot from that game could just be framed, basically, so maybe that. Some really nice pixel art.
Yeah. You want?
Yeah.
Should have tried that then.
Well, I'm really happy with how this looks now, though.
Yeah.
So, like, I've got the brightness just where I need it. Oh, you come back to the power-ups.
Yeah, man.
Uh-huh.
Bit of a trek.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about New Super Mario Brothers Wii U. I can't remember if it was in Wii, but there was the cannon pipes. Launching world to
yes.
world. Oh,
Yeah, go back to that. Mixed movement system, no kill streaks. Okay. Oh.
Oh.
It's kind of third time's the charm. It's kind of odd to see Call of Duty taking inspiration from other things, because it's quite easy to think of it as the trendsetter due to its popularity. Yeah, Ubisoft really wanted to get into films with their game properties, and like they were talking about this big initiative for it, and Assassin's Creed was meant to be the first push for that. And I guess that made money for them. I don't know if it made much because it certainly didn't. Critics certainly didn't like it. Seems like some fans did, some didn't.
Back in a second while you do your level.
I feel like that's the kind of adaptation. Yeah, that's probably. I mean, the Division was a really popular, high-selling game, but they probably just kind of want to use that premise and just to kind of have a baseline to start a script on. Look, I don't know how much it'll be marketed as being a game movie. Have you played the Division, Garrett? I've always heard quite mixed things about it. Oh, that's stupid. Oh, you did you? Oh, is it notorious for bullet sponge enemies? I don't know if I knew that. Oh god, don't let them make a Borderlands movie. They'll fire 10 gazillion clips and they still better bloody kill this Grag or whatever they are. Seemed like a good co-op game. That seems like the ideal way you're meant to play that.
I didn't know there was going to be a Division film. Surprising, actually. Who's the director? I can hear myself again on your mic. Sometimes.
Okay. I've got to allow that.
I haven't noticed it until right now.
Yeah, I've been messing with the volume controls, but I just went too high on that.
Alright. Ooh, it's a Switch. I can't bother to go way back through, so I'll just suffer with the crappy little Mario. Come on, Green Luigi. I mean, Red Luigi.
Green Luigi, that's great.
Look, I'm the Luigi from the film.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, God,
he wears red for 90% of it.
Oh god, the next level's gonna be a date with Daisy. It's gonna be really awkward.
I haven't seen Atomic Blonde, but I've heard it's a very good film. And I haven't seen Deadpool 2 because it's not out yet, I don't believe. And Deadpool is fucking awesome.
Ah! That would have been a one-up if I... Oh, it might still... Yeah, there we are. Yeah, seems like pretty good talent there.
Yeah, I'd say that if I'd seen any of his films, but I haven't, so I can't judge.
Hey,
Red stuff.
many casualties.
Well, I was by the time I finished this.
I don't think those things ever come back.
What the fuck? I'm jumping before I can.
I really want to catch up to you now.
I like the Division game. Yeah, it was a bit stupid with the whole 100 shots per head shot to kill someone. But I can understand it. It's an RPG. It's like people who were like, oh, but it's not realistic. Neither is attacking someone 5,000 times with a sword, unless your fucking sword literally does paper cuts to people. Then
Wait,
one
this,
slice to a
wait,
face would cut the head off.
wait, in the same game? You mean or just in games in general? The
Games in
swords?
general.
And there's just a
You
difference.
can't criticize one game for doing something different to the
Well,
norm when other games do the same kind of thing.
Well, the problem might be that it has a realistic aesthetic, so maybe stuff like that sticks out kind of jarringly. Or Tom Clancy stuff is generally known for trying to perhaps go for something a bit more.
Yeah, maybe. I just see it as a bit of people being fucking pissy because it's to what they
I mean,
like.
to be honest, that just sits weirdly with me in games. Like
Yeah,
this.
I didn't
It's
bother
kind
with
of-
the end game in the Division. I literally finished the story, like played a couple more times with a couple of people from the arcade, and then I just stopped playing it. Done.
Yeah, that doesn't really work for me. Like, I mean, it's why I'm not like big on Borderlands. I just want this to be straight up action games when it's a shooter like that. I think personal preference and all.
I was being a twat. What are you on about?
Oh, he
What
means
about
about the headshots comments.
Ah,
Sorry,
well,
man,
all he said is, I hope it takes 100 headshots to kill everyone. I'm
Yeah.
over people who genuinely complain it takes too many headshots to kill someone.
I don't
In
think
an
it's
RPG game where it's basically hitting a weak spot to do more damage, which would be the same in a lot of other games where you attack a thing's weak spot to do extra damage. It's just because it's a game with a gun, for some reason it's not allowed.
I don't think
I think they're fucking very hypocritical.
I think he just didn't expect that to spark a discussion. What was that?
Damn it! I didn't mean to go on this fucking level. I meant to go get some fucking stuff.
A million paper cuts to Finn's ankles in Dark Souls. Yeah, that many paper cuts over time. I only want to use an envelope as a weapon now in the game.
Oh,
It's a very claustrophobic level, though, isn't it? First ghost house without a secret exit, I'm pretty sure, anyway.
You know what I mean about skipping levels by just flying?
You can't usually do it in ghost houses as well, so this is quite neat. Ooh, ah! It's pretty forgiving as well. Like, if you get hit by an enemy in mid-air, you don't lose the cape. You just kind of plummet. Those are weird as well. Like, there's a Yoshi. Oh, there's dead Yoshis.
Oh, well, they meant to be.
So, all the times I've played this game, that's only really just kind of clicks with me. Like, is that what they are? I hope not. Why does Yoshi Island have a shit ton of ghost houses anyway?
Where they bury the Yoshis. Held by the ghosts. Or are you wild Marowak will appear?
I mean, I wouldn't want to see a graveyard of the Mario games, so I guess this is better. Ow!
Graveyard in the Mario game. I reckon they could do something really cool with it. Grave
Trying to think of-
attack you and stuff.
I'm trying to think of graveyards in games. Like, a few Zeldas have Conker's Bad Fur Day has the one where you fight the zombies. It's quite a few. No, Dark Souls has one. All the skeletons.
again. Shut up, Jasmine. I can shoot.
Shut up, Jasper. This is me lightly burping. I don't care. You can make mistakes, it's fine. Apparently I can't, but...
Nope.
Ugh.
Give me
Yeah,
the
this
Hammer
was-
Brothers suit.
Tell you what, this was, I don't know if this was sold separately, this version of All-Stars that came with World, but I know it was a bundle, game that came bundled with the system. That was a hell of a game to start with.
6 Mario games.
Well, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 lost levels in those.
Yeah, sorry, I was thinking 1, 2, 3, 4 for some reason.
Especially by early to mid-90s stands, that is a ton of content. I think it's like the 4th best-selling SNES game. It's very high. I guess they just primarily wanted to re-release the NES ones, because I guess those are sort of seen as the more...
Yeah.
Well, I'm not really sure, just kind of more official ones. As I say, I generally prefer the games on NES to the NES ones.
See? Bunches Koopas as well. They're not at fault that they bossed a tyrant.
Wait, hold on. You're raising the case here, yeah?
Look at that hay, man.
Hmm.
Ah! Aha! Oh, I forgot you did that.
They have fun with some of the SNES's tech here, don't they? Like making them rotate and zooming in and out. It's a bit, Yoshi's Island does a hell of a lot of that.
Yeah, you've gone off screen, mate. And now you're dead.
Hey.
Finally.
That was a good run.
Took it slower a bit.
Hmm.
Into
I
work.
was sort of... I think this is... Oh yeah, it zooms into the hill in the background, I think.
Yeah. He ends up
Yeah.
with a plaster on his head.
Ah, that's right. Ludwig von Koopa's days of composing Koopa symphonies in Castle #4 are over. The forest of illusion lies ahead. Mario must use his brain to solve the puzzles of this perplexing forest. There we go, print it, pick it. I have Grumbles listed now. I love that stage permanent on the map as well, the hill with the
Yeah.
plaster, bless it.
Forest of Illusion, I forgot you gotta find secret exits in like half the fucking levels
Yeah.
to get out. Like,
It's really cool. Like,
oh,
quick
do we
down
finally
on
get to see
that.
the blog?
Jog. What if they come back and they've come back in Yoshi's Story? Were they in Yoshi's Island as well? I think, yeah.
Oh,
And there's been bosses very much, which I think are very much meant to be there in some of the 3D games as well.
Mhm.
It's alright if you don't have an answer. I'm just sort of throwing out rhetorical questions.
I would look
Okay.
on my phone on Wikipedia to see where blog appears, but I haven't got my phone on me. I have, it just doesn't load.
That's okay,
Good.
don't worry.
No, it's not okay. Fucking thing.
But my existence will continue on unhindered if we don't find this out, don't worry.
Galaxy 2, Matt said.
Ah, there we are. Oh, Galaxy 2 is so good.
Oh, at least I'll get my new phone tomorrow.
You need to get Dolphins up so you can see Galaxy 2 in HD. It's well,
Yeah,
Galaxy
but
1 as well. They are stunning.
Dolphins set up, I think.
They hold up so well.
Yeah, you shove a load of fucking mods at them. Texture packs and...
No,
you
no,
find
even.
them.
I mean, I think there are. There's a lot of incomplete texture packs for Wii and GameCube stuff. I've noticed, so they can be pretty neat, but you'll also get a consistency on it. It's all pretty cool though. But yeah, even without that, it still just looks unbelievably good. Oh, this shell is not my friend. There we are. Hey, buddy.
Oh, Matt said, I think.
Well, we won't quote you on it, don't worry. I'm sure they're in. There's enemies very much like them anyway in the Galaxy games, I'm sure. If not directly them. I remember Captain Toad had a blog-like boss as well. God. They're fun enemies as well. You can tell they're kind of they're taking advantage of being able to do bigger sprites on the SNES with them. I don't know if they would have looked like that on the NES. Well, they did have that giant world, to be fair, so who knows?
I've got me a cape.
Yeah. Yeah, as well in Mario Advance 2, Luigi controls like Mario 2 Luigi. Which, to be honest, I don't think I'm a...
slip slidey and...
Yeah, exactly. I don't think I'm a huge fan of that. I quite like it in Mario 2, because it feels like the game's a bit more... that's right, I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but the platform seems better suited to that.
It's also the same in Super Mario 3D World.
I think in 3D
Luigi jumps higher and he kicks his legs.
Yeah. Well, when I played through 3D World with my brothers, I was Luigi. I don't remember traction being an issue with him, but definitely... I think it might be Mario was faster than him, but Luigi had a higher jump, something like that.
Magmog is a subspecies of the Blarg species.
Oh, wow.
They first appeared in Super Mario Galaxy 2, where they appear in the Melty Monster alongside Magmore. Magmore. They are essentially larger versions of the standard Blarg.
God bless those crazies on the Mario wiki. They're doing the good work for us.
See, you can't eat Wigglers in Super Mario Maker, I don't believe.
Yes, actually, I remember that. I remember noticing that. I think now that you said that. I don't think I used Wigglers that much in levels. I'm not really sure why, looking back.
I will eat your face. I will eat your face. I will not notice you and get hit instead.
That's why I feel like the invincibility periods to be longer in this.
Lama?
I keep expecting the quote-unquote iframes to be longer in this than they are after you take a hit.
No.
I want to see Yoshi take on. Let's get really bloated.
I will eat a thingy majiggy. Magmog just doesn't sound as fun as Blarg.
Do you still have your original SNES copy of Mario World then?
Me?
Yeah.
Don't think so, to be honest.
I got it off eBay in like 2000. In 2004, I think, around that time. I've still got the box somewhere. I think it's a second release because the box is not the original box art. I'm gonna keep it just for collection's sake. Oof.
Do you think the Switch would have done as well as it have so far if it was region locked?
I don't think it would have. Speaking of somebody who loves the fact it is region locked, I don't think it would have made that much of a difference. But it is. I think it's. Ah, shit. It's clever overall for them to do that, though. I think.
Well, the handhelds have always been region free until the DS or DSi.
Yeah, DSi was the kind of first one. It's got kind of weird because there weren't that many DSi exclusive games, but if a game had DSi enhancements, it would count as being region locked. Which gets weird because it then means stuff like the Hotel Dusk sequel, Last Window. American players, if they imported that, they couldn't play it on the 3DS or DSi, but they could play it on their DS or DS Lite. Yeah, it got a bit daft, really. I didn't expect them to go region free as well, so I was really happy with that. I haven't used it much since, like, I used it to buy Puyo Tetris A a few days early and B for a much cheaper price than they put it for at the UK one. Same with Namco Museum. I haven't really used it since that, but I'm still so glad it's there as an option.
Where did those bullet bills come from? Off screen.
Yeah, just endlessly. I don't think we saw a single cannon then, did we? Hooray!
Yeah, 300 lives.
I still feel inclined to get stars because of, I guess, Mario 3 ingrading that into me, but it doesn't really matter here as long as they all match.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that pose of Luigi. You should do that more often.
Graham dozed off.
You're allowed, Graham. That's okay. You're not being tested on any of this.
There you are. The 100-word essay needing to be written tomorrow.
We don't want to lose what little audience we have. Let's go experimental. Demand more of his audience.
Out of the way, you fucker.
Tell you what, the water music will put you to sleep. Graham. The only theme more relaxed in the series is the water theme from Mario 64, Dire Dogs.
Come here, old friend.
Oh.
I want that. I also want to jump off you when you drop to your death like someone.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it eventually.
Yeah,
No. It's kind of weird how they handle Yoshis in the new Super Mario games, where you can't take them in between levels, can you?
Yeah, shit, no.
It's bizarre. Yeah, I guess they designed the levels with them in mind.
Ah, there's loads of slowdown when there's a lot of enemies.
Yeah, at first I would have thought that'd be the net play, but I think it might just be the SNES. I mean, the SNES is notoriously there's a pretty
It must be a soothing tones.
there's a pretty slow CPU in there, so it does slow down a lot of games.
Mushroom, where was it? Was it?
Yeah, but yeah, I guess it would be the same every time, wouldn't it?
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
You're gonna get at least one still.
Fuck you!
So, didn't expect it to be diagonal.
Show me.
Oh god damn, my ears itching, man.
Always itching. I think it's because I wear headphones constantly. Hey, look! You'll be coming to the Lost Woods of Illusion soon. Positive illusion. Whatever it's called, evolution. Yeah, wait, stop. Stop.
This might be a bad idea.
I wanted to
Oh,
show.
okay.
See, Magikoopa, I'm sure has 4 symbols.
Oh,
It
aren't
doesn't.
they? Isn't it something like they're the PlayStation ones?
Doesn't have the 4 symbols on this version. I'm sure it does on one of them. Hmm.
Well, there's 3 of them. It was triangle, circle, and square.
Oh yeah, I can just do this, can't I? Motherfucker. I turned around! Oh, I turned around! Oh my god.
It was weird concurrently yawning and laughing.
I don't understand how I turned around in midair. That really threw me for a loop. Hey, there's only 3 Magikoopas. Oh, god damn it, I had to pick up my phone again. There definitely was 4 when I played it.
Hold on, I feel like I can see a. I thought I could see an X there, but maybe not.
What's to see to move faster than I...
God, so it was always tricky to design the Mario Maker level with them, and it's just hard to predict.
Through the door.
I think about it's the first Mario game we played with. Oh no, it's not. I was gonna say it's the first Mario game we played with checkpoints, but Mario 1 actually has them. Kind of weird because Mario 3 doesn't.
Mario 3 levels are shorter though. There's a lot of there's loads of levels. They're short, but they regularly introduce new mechanics.
Yeah. I think I do prefer that with this one. I think the levels are just the right length for this. They're still obviously very good. They're still top notch and free. So some of them can be surprising when they do end.
Rummy Bear.
Is the other adventures beyond compare?
Yeah.
Good. Oh, I needed that. There is no reason to look up in this, is there?
No, unlike Sonic, where you look up, it actually moves up.
Yeah, does it? So
Sonic is more advanced.
Sure. Maybe if you hold R while you do it. On some levels, anyway, scroll vertically.
I thought in Super Mario World you could scroll left and right by pressing the buttons, but
You can. It's not working here for some reason. Maybe I've set my shoulder buttons incorrectly on this. You don't really need it too bad. You need it more in the Game Boy Advance version where.
Smack her ass!
Ugh.
That's not Wendy's, the other guy. Wendy's is a very similar stage, the one.
Yeah, I know what you mean when it's got exactly the same one, isn't she? Ah, that fireball.
Larry? I'm gonna go with Larry, even though I don't know
I think it is Larry, yeah. Oh, Lemmy.
Lemmy, is it?
Back in a second.
Okay. What? You motherfucker! Oh, Bruno. Last phase. Last phase. I'm going to hit this block here. It's a Yoshi. Eat. We will do. La 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 la. No, 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 fuck no. Done. I'll do. Blarg. Motherfucker. Every time I go to pick up my phone, I go, I'll quickly check something. Phone.
You know? It's BRB, does it?
Luigi, start!
How does your level go?
Okay.
Good.
I beat it, that's the main thing.
Even though I'm sad we couldn't have the input lag thing, this is actually probably one of the best net play sessions we've had in terms of I've not had any skips or hitches.
Yeah, hopefully
Really?
it'll stay like that because you didn't have that any other time until recently.
Yeah.
I don't understand why. It's one of us that changed a setting and we just didn't remember it.
Maybe, yeah. That is the problem with having so many settings like that and something like this, where trying to figure out what's wrong is such a mess to try and narrow it down. Oh, I remember this one.
How much gooder the spin jump is in this game.
Gooder. What do you mean compared to Mario Maker? Yeah, because you can't spin jump on boost than that, can you?
No!
I think you could spin jump on those Yoshi ghosts. Yeah. Oh, fair play for being a guinea pig to try and find out.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
oh, it does with the fire flower, it just doesn't with the tip.
Wait, what that's sorry?
When I got the level 3 upgrade the other day, it didn't give it to me, or was we
That was Mario 3, I think.
that was in Mario 3.
On this, I believe, yeah, you'll get the upgrade no matter what size Mario you are. But conversely, the Mario 3 we just played, I can't even.
Ah! I didn't know what
Yeah.
to do with it. It was fucked.
Yeah, they're pretty brutal on that. But yeah, the Mario 3 we've been playing on All Stars, that does like if you took a hit as Raccoon Mario, you went to Big Mario, didn't you, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Which is the same was not the case in the Japanese version of 3, but was for the Western one.
That's because us Westerners are shit compared to the Japanese at video games.
No. It's funny because usually they make games harder when they localize them from Japan, not easier.
Usually because they fuck up though.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, they fuck up the difficulty balance. Like Streets of Rage 3, they ruined. Like that game is a mess in its Western version.
Western
basically-
pussies, exactly, Matt. It's the same with Ninja Gaiden though, isn't it? It's meant to be, if you lose against the final boss, you're back to the beginning of the level, like, but if you lose to the boss in the Western release, you go back to the, like, instead of being on 6-3, you go back to 6-1 or something.
Oh, that's the worst. That's the reason I haven't finished that game. So I got to that point in the Wii Virtual Console, and yeah, it just. Ugh. I'm pretty sure there was I read an interview, I think, with a director where he even admitted to, like, yeah, that was a bad idea. It is too much for it, though. And then the Western version of 3 has limited continues, which those games should not have limited continues.
I am going to play through Ninja Gaiden soon, but the Xbox Ninja Gaiden Black.
Yeah, I would like to play the 3D ones. Unfortunately, I think the only one that's on PC is Yaiban, I think it was called, which nobody liked. So, But I always heard great things about the first one back when it came out on the original Xbox.
Yeah, Garrett was saying he prefers Ninja Gaiden, the original, not the original NES one, the original Xbox version of Ninja Gaiden to Ninja Gaiden Black. I don't obviously know the differences myself.
Well, there's quite a few versions of it because I think it was on PS3 as well, right? And I think
Yeah, I think it was called
Vita
Ninja Gaiden Sigma.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Mario Luigi has triumphed over Lemmy Cooper of Castle Number 3. Mario's quest is starting to get much more difficult. Have you found the red and green? Oh my god, green switches yet?
Jonathan Ross here.
Yeah, I was gonna say Albafanza to the. We actually have, haven't we? Got. I think we're just missing the blue switch. Is it?
I don't remember what that is also.
Yeah. Come on, they're gonna update that to say Luigi. I know there's probably no space left in the car, but come on.
This time I went under the ghost. Ah!
I forget because my reference for the like a lot of these.
I pressed jump. Fuck's sake, game.
My reference for a lot of these backgrounds were like how they were in Mario Maker, but I forgot they do vary it up a bit in this. Like all the boardwalks there. It's pretty cool. That was one of my favourite levels for the first cheeky competition, doing the Ghost House one. And I did do that in the SNES Ghost House theme as well. Yeah, they're a bugger at this level, aren't they?
Yeah, goddamn bloody nightmare. Oh, is it that door or is it one further along? Oh, fuck.
And you get Moon as well.
I got a moon! I got a moon!
Ha. Oh yeah, I was thinking like, oh, when are moons ever used again? So, oh, of course, in Odyssey.
I don't know, man.
Well, no, you get the power moons and that though, right? Like the power stars.
Huh?
You power your little Odyssey craft.
I don't know.
It has been a while since you played Odyssey, hasn't it?
I know, spoons. Half the time I always say stars. Even with sunshine, I say stars, and they shine.
Okay.
They basically stars with little circle bits on them.
Hmm. That's weird, really, because there's obviously not a traditional star in Mario 64, like the invincibility one. But I guess the metal hat, metal Mario kind of replaces that.
Yeah. It has the added benefit of being heavy.
Yeah. It's kind of weird to the DS one. You can't actually be Metal Mario because I think that ability is given to Wario.
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
You plonker.
that was not the right move.
It was not. I gotta find the secret exit now to go the other way.
I'm trying to remember. Garrett says Ninja Gaiden OG Xbox, Ninja Gaiden Black, same system, added some enemies, weapons, and difficulties. And then Ninja Gaiden Sigma, basically black with more bosses, and you could play other characters. Also had co-op, that's pretty cool. Was a split screen? I know the third game wasn't, especially its original version, I know it wasn't very well liked.
Is the guy behind the Ninja Gaiden games left Holy Techno?
Is it? It's a Gaki, I think. Yeah, he's a bit of a character, isn't he? he got into like he kept doing pot shots to the Tekken director, I believe, and with a bit of a back and forth, like pretty serious rivalry, I assume. You like Ninja Gaiden 2 the best, did you, Garrett? Is that backwards compatible on Xbox One?
Ooh, no.
2 is it? No.
Not just one so far.
I know 2, the 360 version was meant to be incredibly gory, and then apparently they toned it down for the PS3 release. I've also heard the frame rate would tank on 2 when there would be lots of blood and limbs on screen, so maybe it was to do with that.
Go any further that way. Or maybe it is the first door?
I'm not 100% sure. I feel like there might be a third door. I might be wrong. No, okay, yeah, you're right. Try the first one. Actually, I've just realised, Garrett, the only Ninja Gaiden I've ever finished is Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword on the DS. Which is actually a really good game. They actually used the touchscreen really in very clever ways on that. I remember it wasn't that tough though, so it's probably one of the easier ones. Hey. Oh, issue for that.
Realistically, they should, with Nintendo, how they like product placement, that should have been a can of fucking Red Bull.
Wait, you know, they're like with product placement. They don't have much product placement. It's like a Mario movie. But...
The Mario movie, I know, I'm just taking the piss out of him.
Yeah.
But it would have been funny if that was a can of Red Bull. To give the wings!
I think on that level is a bugger to get that secret exit on. They'll probably just do a straight run through and come back to that.
You trust lack, dude. You bastard! I knew you would turn on me.
I guess it's because of him using that in this game. That's why he uses the fishing rods in Mario Kart, isn't it?
And Odyssey.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, you can play as him doing that. Oh, forgot about that. Unlucky. I thought this is the only time they've hidden in pipes like that, though. I don't remember ever seeing them do that again. You know, Lactu hiding in the pipe there, throwing out spiders.
Hmm. Goddamn. Like, it's funny how much I like the Mario series, but how much I hate some of the enemies. Lactus can get fucked. Magic Koopas can get fucked. Hammer Brothers can get fucked.
Well, it's typical of any kind of series like this, isn't there? Like, I hate the, kind of the grasshopper-looking enemies in Sonic 2 in Metropolis Zone. I always get hit by them without fail. The green ones.
Hmm. I'm too good at that game to get hit by anything.
Very easy to prove that.
No.
There's Medusa heads as well, an obvious one.
Shit.
Still, we're both doing alright for lives.
You are. With your 43 lives. You seem to be doing good on those ender level bonuses we get. I do really bad. See, they don't seem to be in Super Mario Maker.
No, I don't think they are. They're in Mario 3D Worlds, I think. I feel like I've seen something like them again. It's easy to forget just how big a variety of enemies this has.
Well, yes, I think it's got pretty much all the enemies from the older games, apart from Goombas. Well,
Yeah, apart from like the major one, yeah. It's funny that, isn't it?
because they've changed them to, well, they're called Goombas, so they're meant to be Goombas. They're just an exotic type of Goomba.
Yeah.
But obviously they changed them into later games, later releases as Bala or something.
Ah, that was bugger. I'm sure I've seen like someone do an actual accurate Goomba sprite, the style of Mario was. I think you might be able to hack them in like that. I didn't realize you were such a fan of the series, Garrett. That's cool.
Can you hear myself jumping through your end?
Only jumping. Turn the down a bit, so hopefully that helps.
Maybe it's not, maybe it's just...
I suppose if you like Ninja Gaiden, sorry, if you like Devil May Cry, Garrett, I mean, I know they're pretty different in their approach, but they are kind of demanding 3D action games. So yeah, I guess that could actually make sense. If they ever ported one to PC, I'd grab it. And Tecmo have done some PC ports, but they put Neo on there, so here's hoping.
I hate you, Lakitu, fucking bitch.
In future games, they wouldn't be that fussy about you getting to ride on the cloud, would they?
Oh my fucking god! No. They just hit him and then you can jump into the cloud. They sort of have to hit him in a specific way. You know, tickle his balls or something and let you ride his cloud. And as we know, Goro's the master of tickling.
Oh yes, forgot about that. Not the master of lip sync, though. Not even close. Yeah, there was a cartoon series as well.
There was a cartoon series, yeah. There was also a cartoon series based on the first game and the third.
Well, the first one was kind of, it had Mario 2 stuff in it as well. They kind of combined them.
Yeah, they did, actually. They had Mauser and stuff like that in it, didn't they?
Those cartoons aren't good, but I do like,
in the friggin' goddamn movie.
Well, they're certainly more accurate. I like that
Yeah,
they're.
Yoshi to speak in it, doesn't he?
Yeah, it was the infamous Mama Luigi episode. Yeah. Yeah, I like that they actually have some fun kind of remixes of the game music in them, and they use a lot of sound effects from the game as well. So it's quite fun. They're still kind of cheaply made and like clearly written in an afternoon, but.
It's Mama Luigi to you.
Ha.
I don't get the weird jumping animation for Luigi in this game.
I like it. It's very yeah. He's never jumped like that since.
Ah, it's just strange. Why didn't they just give him his leg kick?
Yeah, as I say, it's kind of interesting to compare the sprite with this and Mario Advance too. They do give him a bit more of a
I don't remember.
kind of
this.
typical more Mario 2 sprite. Oh, you don't remember this?
I don't remember this cloud.
Yeah, if you eat all the berries,
Hey, that minion citizen, dude.
you.
Hey Mario, look
Oh,
what
no.
I made. A football that's a stone, Luigi. You didn't make it.
Oh. I got every coin, and I didn't get the one up. I'm frustrated. Oh,
I think
there.
you're gonna run out of time, man.
Ooh. Tell you what, I got the arcade version of Super Mario Bros. 1 on Switch, and I guess because it's an arcade game, the timer goes down much more quickly. You hear that on every level. The little jingle to indicate you've got 100 seconds left. It's a bit of a madcap rush.
Did he? Well, that's pretty shocking.
Word for words, I don't know. It's a bit tone deaf. Hello. There was since we met on the map.
You are indeed correct. Been a while. Yeah, I'm shocked Mario said though.
Was it? No, I don't think it was still
Archon
you
is the
on,
wolf. Thank you so much for the follow, dude.
This is Mario low-key racist. I don't think modern day Mario is. Maybe he learned his ways.
Well, maybe he was just saying that there's. Maybe he wasn't being racist at all. It's just people now interpret it as that because I don't know why. Maybe he was just saying that Yoshi's come in many different colors, but at the time there was the black Yoshi. I don't fucking know. 'Cause at the time there wasn't a black Yoshi. There was a green,
perhaps
a
this isn't the
blue,
right
a
platform for
red,
this discussion.
and a yellow.
I guess it's
Red,
Yoshi's. I guess it's Yoshi's story where they introduced a bigger variety of them.
Yeah. I usually go black Yoshi when I play my Mario Kart.
Hmm.
You're a black shy guy. No black Yoshi.
I got green Shy Guy, but I kind of want to go as a different color Yoshi and Mario Kart because of green being the default. I gotta go like purple or something like that.
I will fucking eat you, you son of a bitch.
Oh, I
You
think I
son
remember
of a
that.
bitch.
I think I remember that at Carlos Wolf. Is it? Can't you hack purple Yoshi back in or something like that?
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's right. Again, I think another Did You Know Gaming video on that. I'm not being paid by them, by the way. It's just, just when you talk about video game trivia. they
No, no,
tend
no,
to
no. I
say
wasn't saying it isn't black Yoshis. I was saying that maybe at the time it wasn't black Yoshis because in this game there's red, blue, yellow, and
It's
Green.
also the weird thing of
The default color for Yoshi is green, and yeah, I couldn't think of it. Like later games, they added more colors, which is cool.
So wait, hold on. This is the one you just did, right?
Yeah, but I didn't get a secret exit.
Do you?
Need a yes to get out of the woods.
No, no. I mean, do we know where it is?
Somewhere.
Sorry, actually, that was not like. Oh wow, I went wrong there. I mean, Yoshi, I'm trying to think of Yoshi's Island. That has a like every level you play is a different color Yoshi. The first one's green. I forget the order after that, but I feel like
Thank
I've
you
got.
for the follow. I meant to thank you for the follow. I think I was in the middle of talking to you about different color Yoshis. If I didn't thank you, I apologize.
I feel like you've probably got to use Lakitu to use his cloud to.
Yeah, maybe I should have tried going up instead of kind of going across. I don't know. There's a Lakitu not far from you.
Ooh.
There you
Ah,
go.
I knew I had a feeling about that pipe.
I did try getting in there, but I didn't think about jumping on the thing.
That's pretty cool, Carlos. I think it's
That's got a secret exit because I'm pretty sure you can go down there.
Yeah, this gets a bit confusing. Well, the one I've got, that's going to go to the Star World. The one you're at there, yeah, that's the main route to go forward. Maybe this, I feel like this might require coloured blocks, like for the Swiss Palace. Swiss Palace cells. Are any of them the, because the version we're playing, I mean, obviously it has Mario World because we're playing it. Do any of them have that, Harkalis? Because that's the rarer variant. I've only got the standard All-Stars one that's just 1, 2, 3 and lost levels.
Shit sticks. Go what? Hackard? Mother.
Ooh. Well, you can still go back through that pipe, it just needs to be big.
Mario, stop being a pain in my ass!
I like that this game's quite, it does force you to use the multiple exits to progress. It's easy to see that as just like a secondary thing you could also do, but they're quite clever with how they use it in the map.
I gotta find an item to make me big.
And this does continue Nintendo's kind of idea of forests being weird, mysterious places where you get lost. This is their lost words for Mario, isn't it, basically?
I can't find anything to make me big.
No surreal song, though.
Seriously, game? Seriously?
SNES? Wait,
Mother-
Mech Warrior? Mech Warrior, I call this, is in the PC game? Okay, SNES port? Oops, yeah. So, oh no, wait, no. So, just keep doing this. The Switch Palace. Oh yeah, it's a scrolling sort of it.
I wonder how long it's been since I've actually played this game.
Since it came out on 3DS, maybe a couple of years ago, I think.
Super Mario World.
Yeah, I got it on Wii U as well.
I didn't. I did actually. So yeah, I have played it a little bit here and there, like a couple of levels. But I think the last time I completed the game, I must have been when did it come out? 1990.
92 over here. 91 in America, 1990 in Japan.
I must have been about 9. Oh yeah, the link thing is set to time out people who sends links. I don't know what it's set in.
Sounds like you got a good little stats collection there, Arcanus.
I don't know how to turn it off. Oh, let's go way back. New mushroom.
You didn't fancy go back to the top secret area.
Can we let's go.
That's fair.
It's set to time out people for like 1 second. It deletes the link. I don't actually know why. I think it's just something it does. Where was the pipe again?
It was a bit after this, wasn't it?
Yeah, I assume so, but I don't remember where. I don't need you anyway, Yoshi. You smell.
You didn't mean that for a second.
Last night I saw you get stabbed and I just laughed. Didn't like it though.
I was gonna say no, you didn't. It was just me. It was just me being really sad that he got stabbed.
This pipe? This pipe? Mother!
I don't know if there's any mushrooms past this point, is there either?
No, I need to go back and look for one. Whoops! I accidentally pressed select instead of start.
Well, I was going to suggest that without being entirely sure if it would let you, if it would just go swap players or if it would continue.
Yeah, when it comes to links and stuff, I don't know why, but at the same time, I'm not that bothered about removing it because I have had people come in here, post links to some really dodgy shit.
Oh, have you? I don't think I knew that.
But they get deleted straight away, the links do.
We'll take you at face value on it, Arcanus. Oh shit. Oh! Wow.
Hold a second. I didn't get no link in Whispers. I'm going back. I gotta go to bed soon. Boom, boom. Well, if you're really short on lives, you could just come here and spam live collecting with Yoshi. Okay, Yoshi just keeps. I'm a streamer, yeah. The person who is talking to you about Mech Warrior is Jazam.
That's me. Hello.
Do you spell Jazz? E-M. Right, let's see if I can actually do this without losing my stuff. I'll just eat you all. I remember coming past Jersey. Well done. There you go.
Hooray.
Yeah, I'm not getting any whispers. How are you doing that? Someone's stealing my lives! I got less than you bastards!
Oh, for that? Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, thank you.
What game were we playing the other day where we wish we could do that? Oh, maybe it was one of these, actually.
Could have been Super Mario Brothers 3, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was, actually, yeah. Oh.
I don't get why you ran then.
I was sort of half and half between running past it and
No, I don't know why I'm not getting the whispers, but I'm just not. Jazz, I'm posting chat and he can whisper you the picture. Because for some reason I'm not getting it. Jasm is the one who was talking to you about Mech Warrior in the first place, so probably better off sending it to him.
there we go.
Ah! What?
Alright. If you ever give me shit for a mistake again, I'm going to remind you of that moment.
Oh yeah, Mech Warrior for SNES. Cool. Link was posted in the chat, but I can still click the links. Yeah, like I said, the bot automatically deletes links and times people out for a second. I don't know how to change it, but I'm not in a rush to do it because I've had people post like really dodgy stuff in here.
Man, I wish I would have.
But I think when you become a regular, which is after you get a certain amount of points or something, it stops doing that. Regulars can post links. I think. Wild man. You dare do it again. Oh my god. Yeah, we have activated the green switch, haven't we?
No, I feel like that's the one we haven't done.
I thought it was the blue one you said.
Oh, wait, which one did I activate in the cave? Was that the...
That was red.
That was right,
Yeah.
Might go back to the top secret area. My next go.
Where is the green switch? Man?
I think the water level. I think the water level has a secret exit there. The volcano level has a secret path.
Donut Plains. No, I don't think we did. I think we were trying to avoid secret exits at the point. But isn't it when you go around to where
Yes,
the
that's
pipe is?
right. Yeah, it's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right. It's
Yeah.
he or she. Sorry, it's that one. Yeah.
Noobs. We are.
Hey, be nice. No, not that one. Start. Oh, you're gonna. It's gonna put it back to me. No, the volcano one.
Oh, it's the one I did last time and activated the green
Yeah.
switch. Yeah,
Yeah.
in the last playthrough.
Oh, I forgot to go to the top secret. Well, you might be, might be back on that now anyway. It's been that way too, yeah.
I remember we activated it earlier today when we done the really short run where you went and beat Bowser while I was doing levels normally.
Well, we're doing a new save now, though, aren't we? Obviously.
Oh, Mega Man Battle.net was fucking annoying earlier. Kept screwing up by doing stupid things like continue to shoot instead of moving and stuff like that, and I just kept dying because of it. Against this one person.
Is it quite because like the early battles, they looked pretty. It seemed like a game that eases you in fairly gently, like it was quite
Yeah.
tutorialized and stuff like that.
It is pretty nice like that, but it's just I just kept fucking up, man.
Mm.
And the green switches
like-
give you feathers, don't they?
Seems like you've generally been enjoying that. And yeah, that's right. They
Yeah,
do.
I mean, there's some bits that have pissed me off, like, but I hear that they get better. They get better in design and stuff, so good to hear. I just can't wait for Mega Man X Collection and Mega Man 11.
They haven't. Did they put a date on X Collection? I can't remember.
July 26th.
Oh really? Oh right, okay. That's pretty good. Can't remember what IDD came.
Either you need the cape, or was that? No, I was thinking of the game the back way in. Oh fuck!
Hey,
I've ruined this
guys.
fight again.
I imagine they didn't get hit though.
Get him! Get him! Get him! There you go.
Phew.
Yeah, I'll grab the green switch now. The blue switch. You in the Forest of Illusion? I'm not going back through that. How's it going to do?
Yeah, I think I was confused that with earlier then. Which switches we had.
I can't remember where the switch is. The secret exit does.
I think it's in a pipe and you end
Oh,
up.
I think I
going
know.
up, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do it. I know where it is. I didn't go for it earlier. I thought it was a different exit.
Hmm.
I'm thinking, right, it's just after this, not far after this is up through a pipe, and then jump up a couple of things, hit the block, shoot up a vine, and then you get a key.
Right.
I'll show you.
I kind of says in a pipe, can't remember which.
Yeah, hey, Recycle Hero, thank you so much for the lurk, dude.
Oh, it's like a event.
I will eat you all. Don't think it's this pipe, I think. Pipe. Next pipe. I have missed the fucking pipe now, have I? That's that pipe, brother. Haha, you tried to run away, Yoshi.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
will
say it's
continue-
like.
Damn it! Quick, get up, 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 get up! Yes.
Just about.
Sorry, Yoshi, but fuck you.
It's alright. He'll make his way in this cave. He'll be alright.
Hang on. You know what I mean? It's up the pipe and then up the you hit the block and get the vine. I remember doing it earlier. I don't know why I forgot to do it this time though.
So it just.
I think you have to get an exit there, and it goes across.
I remember there being a space to the right of that. It's just kind of confusing on the map because it looks like there could be 2 exits from this, but I think one of them might have been from this level.
Yeah, that's from that level. Yeah.
Okay, though. There's definitely something to the right.
Easier with Yoshi as well because he could bounce on those.
Feels like ages ago you did this one.
It does, doesn't it? I've known that birds do the flying V, but I didn't think fish did.
It's the closest they could get to a school of fish. This is the first one I kind of had the idea of if you swim with an item, you kind of buoy up to the surface and swim really quickly, isn't it?
Hmm.
I never that was in 3.
No, they added the frog suit in that instead, didn't they?
Yeah.
Made you glide through the water.
It's kind of surprising they didn't have the animal suits for a description of this, because that was clearly a thing going on with 3.
And they didn't bring back until when? Mario 3D World with
3D Land,
catsuit?
yeah. Well, in terms of a new one, yeah. In 3D Land they brought back the Tanuki tail and suit eventually.
Down there, right? You gotta go, man.
Yeah. I've got a lot of room for
Go, Luigi, go!
Oh, it's. Oh no, that's just one up. I think. Ah, yeah, I've screwed up. You've got to you've got 2 out of the 4 there, and that one I got the flies anyway.
Yeah, probably. Brilliant, and none of us remember half the game. Me and you, like, know we've beaten this several times when we were kids, and later.
I mean, I remember a lot of details, but yeah, it all get kind of smudged together a bit, and don't mind either way. Like, I don't want it to become roads to the point that it's monotonous. Oh, that's right. So,
yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
That was worth it.
It definitely was. I learned so much in that pursuit. It was great. Thank
I
goodness.
hate when that happens.
There we go. Yeah, I was confused in my head where I got the I knew going outside of the forest to the left was the star, but for some reason in my head I was like, I think that's where the Swiss pass is as well, but I knew something was off looking at the map when there wasn't a space to the right of that water level. I just remember there being something there. Yeah, we got all 4 of them now, I would say.
We also, at some point, need to go back through just to get all the exits to get a Star World and then do that.
Yeah. We're kind of doing sort of a general playthrough that if we come across a secret exit we fancy going through, we'll do it.
Yeah, no, I was on about maybe after we do Bowser, just do the last couple of levels, just for the fuck of it, before we move on to something else, like Turtles on NES again. I'd rather play the arcade version, and I'd rather play it on MAME than the The arcade version's better.
I mean, I've got the main core on here. I just need to.
Need to work out which MAME to use, because there's MAME 2016, MAME 2014.
Hmm.
So there's a newest MAME. And then you gotta get the right fucking ROMs that work with it.
Well, they're weird because they come in like folders and there's loads of files in them, isn't there?
MAME's a pain. I use MAME Hub as well, online, so.
You reckon it might be worth using that instead of RetroArch?
I don't know, it works. I don't know if it's any better than RetroArch.
Hmm.
Fuck, I jumped
Uh-huh.
early. Oh well, shit happens. Ah! I didn't see that!
So,
Didn't I? Hey,
sure.
dude. We didn't go into the Switch Palaces.
oh, you did go to yours.
We had lost and we just walked. I was like,
Oh,
fucking
come
Switch
on,
Palace.
come on now. It's quite funny, really. It's alright. It's all a big silly laugh.
I'm fucking laughing. I don't know about anyone else.
Yeah, no, I am. It's great. It's the tricky thing with watching people stream, especially if it's a game you know. There's always going to be like, oh, go this way, go back, do that. I always feel like that once people play Tetris.
Yeah, no, you're supposed to put the block over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know you're supposed to enter the level. I, like I said, I did it earlier, the green one, but why did we stop?
I'm not gonna push it. It's kind of a stroll.
I start and select and leave.
I don't think you can.
No, I can't.
Follow that.
I just fucking got that.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I can't. That's not true, and you know it.
I know. I'm going back to it. I'm going back to it. Don't blame me. I'm really tired. It's 25 to 1 in the morning. I've been up since 7:30, 7 o'clock, something like that.
It's almost like people are infallible when they stream a game. They can make mistakes.
Some more than others. Come on, Yoshi, let's go for a stroll. 9:30 AM. That's you in front of us then. I need to get the power-ups because this palace might be really tough. Oh, I'm so glad we played this and had a bit of fun with it because after the Mario fiasco last night.
Oh yeah, Mario Brothers movie. For some reason, I wasn't immediately sure what you were referring to.
I don't care about killing them, I just want to end the level with my... Yeah.
It is funny because in some marketing material for this game, they do describe it as having 96 levels, I think, which is a bit of a con because it counts stuff like this, which is like a room long, but it's also counting all the different exits as well. So if you don't do that, I think it's still like 70 something levels.
I don't need lives. I've got 20 odd. And it's unlimited continues, so... Now if it was Turtles on the NES... Story.
Oh god, yeah, you need every last life on that, don't you? Or be passive aggressive. That's cool too. That's cool too.
Jump in the lava, see what happens.
I wonder.
Do fiery things with weird eye holes.
Oh, I knew I would die there.
Those goddamn statues are back from
Yeah. I
the
didn't
other
expect it there. I remembered the start of that level, the moving block trail, I guess. I feel about the little statues.
After we do this castle, I need to go get some sleep because I gotta get up in the morning to get the kids to school.
Yeah,
Also, I'm waiting for my new phone to come because, as you know, my phone is dead. As well as that, I've got delivery of something else coming tomorrow, I think. Yeah, I know I got a couple of Blu-rays coming, like Adam's Family, and I was thinking of getting that Dead or Alive as well
Oh
when we
god.
watched that.
Oh, that's the trashiest trash. I mean, I think it kind of knows it is, so it might be a bit more acceptable. To be fair, the games are kind of trashy anyway.
I just like the Holly Valance scene.
Yeah.
Where she's all naked. I think
When did
that's
that
the
come out?
deleted
That was like
scene, though.
15 years ago? It's mid 2000s as hell, like the way it looks.
I haven't got a clue. I don't really know anything about it. I just saw it when I was looking at films earlier.
Have you played the game? I don't really play the Dead or Alive games much.
No. I don't really play a lot of fighting games in general because I'm really bad at them. It's like I'm not very good at games anyway, but... Oh, what? So I moved then!
It's
But
funny because
certain genres I'm worse at, like fighting games and racing games. Mother...
Pets mentioned he got the Critical Darling, the Dead or Alive movie, Carrot.
Dead or Alive the game. I was thinking about getting the film. And I was saying I'm only interested in one part of it, which I think was a deleted scene, which you can look on, you know, certain sites. Go on, drop that.
Did you?
Uh, I'm too
no,
tired for this. I need sleep and then crack on in the day. And then we were saying about the games that we've never really got into them.
It's funny because it's a series infamous for its skills, but like I usually play female characters and fighters, but that's like the one where I don't because it's got the guy from Ninja Gaiden in it. Mirai Boost. I'm like, oh, I want to play as him.
Yeah. Wonder why he's in there though. I wonder what's the story behind him being there.
Oh god knows. I know this story's meant to be just like batshit bonkers in those games. I mean, it kind of has to be in the fighting game to justify all these people fighting each other. It's gonna be fun, to be fair. In its own silly way.
I don't think I've ever played a Dead or Alive to get into it, like.
I know was it Full that was on 360? I remember that being a pretty popular game early on in that system's life. I think it had it was one of those fighting games which had a really infamous difficult final boss. I think I remember reading about it on Games Radar, like before Edgy Arcade.
And say, remember, if you don't hit that, you don't get that statue. You get the one.
Ah man, those fireballs don't work with me.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
I need to go to sleep, man.
Yeah, that's fine. To be
I need
fair,
to
Garrett, they are well regarded for their fighting mechanics. I mean, I think they're meant to be seen as a bit simple compared to like some of the more technical games, but they're still maybe no slouch.
Virtual Fighter is meant to be a really technical fighting game.
Yeah, it was funny because it's only got 3 buttons for like block, punch, and kick. But there's so much to get out of that.
I've save stated this.
Oh, blimey, you been here all this time, Matt?
Been lurking,
We're all
watching,
bits,
waiting,
browser.
wondering. Alright, let's see what I can host up and what they're playing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right now. To be honest, I'm quite tired actually.
Alright.
Good night.
Alright, catch you later, guys. I'm gonna get some sleep. Bye.